Hi everyone, here's another mini I would like to share with you guys. Stay tuned because I do have the tutorial as I promised. It's a long awaited kind of thing, but I did finish the tutorial and edit it, and I'm just going to put all the videos together and show it to you guys. So here we go. Here I have a mini that is made from 5 envelopes. The mini is measured at 5 1/4 by 7 1/4, and the front and back covers are from a chipboard. I use my flowers from my stash, and these are Prima flowers. These are from other hauls that I did in the past. I forgot who made these, but I got these at Big Lots on their clearance rack. My own stick pin, and also this is from Michael's from their clearance rack also. And I used my Martha Stewart butterfly punches, so there's 2 variation on here. I just think they're so cute. And my Prima blings on here, and some chipboard. I don't know. The paper collection is from Colorbach, and it's called the here it is. It's called the Love Amour one. But yeah, it's from Colorbach, and it's pretty much like a wedding, like you're already married, so a lot of the stuff is, that's why it's titled Happily, because it's not like a Valentine gift for some like couples that are not married yet. So sorry, but yeah, I purchased things that I know that I could incorporate in my daily life. So that's what I did. And then on here I just took some of these from my stash. It's a doily that has an embossed love on here, white paper clip, and some trims that I just tied on here. A little bit tight because paper clips on here, but just some tags on here. They fit 4 by 6, and on the back I just put a trim that says, "My happiness today is a very special day, special gift for you," and then the Stampin' Up! Scallop envelope here. And let's see, so they're just, the tags are the insert tags are basically, you know, simple. I just put little photo corners on the ends, and that way you guys can just put all your pictures on there, not having to worry like, okay, what should I put, and just really simple. And this one says ever after, you know, it's really good, so you can stick your pictures in there as well. So they all come with let me just show you all of the photo inserts in here, the photo mats. And the photo mats are from Martha Stewart, the paper line, and it's the holiday collection from last year. It's the Valentine ones. This one too came from a kit from Big Lots, this little buckle and embellishment thing, and I just put a lace through there, and that way you can put pictures inside here. You can just slide your picture in here so you can see, you know, or a tag. And I just used some of the Tim Holtz ticket tabs in there, and my infamous Maya Rhodes trim, the floral trim. And I just glossy accent the word happily on here, so it comes out a little bit more glossy looking because it's glossy accent. Yes. So yep, it's really simple. I hope you guys like it, and like I said, I'll put it later because I can't do it with here. I just have to, you have to open the pages like this, the envelopes, put it in. But yeah, like, you know, just go ahead and practice with any size of envelopes you guys have, and just start making, you know, for Valentine's, Father's Day, St. Patty's Day, for spring, Mother's Day, you know, the kids' birthdays. You know, you can make it pre-advance. Christmas, you know, you guys can start making them for next year. And I just love the way it turned out. I'm going to move this paper clip so I can go inside. Okay, let me see here. So yeah, so this is the binding. Like I said, I will show you the tutorial on that. And you might be seeing this on my either Etsy or my blog for sale, or even my Zibit store. Alright, thanks for watching. Bye. everyone, here is the anticipated binding tutorial that I'm going to share with you guys. So we're going to go ahead and get our materials ready. I cut a lot of the stuff. So what you want to use is the Recollections cardstock paper or any sturdy cardstock that you have. So I will be using this one. It's 8.5 by 11 inches. And I bought this at Michael's. I will be making a envelope mini this time. So I'm going to try to make it as easy as possible. So the first thing you're going to do is collect 5 of your envelopes. And this comes also in the Recollection kit. And this measures about 5 1/4 by 7 1/4. And I took 5 pages. And what I'll be doing is I'm going to go ahead and seal this with, you can use double stick tape or your score tape, but I'm going to use my hot glue. And on the edges, it's up to you. You can just go ahead and cut like a sliver part of it to put the inserts in. For myself, I use my Martha Stewart punch. I don't know the name, but it just has a scallop and has little dots in there, so it makes it a little bit more interesting. So let's start this, because like I said, my memory card only allows me to do 10 minutes. So if this is going to take a part 2, that's what's going to have to happen, because, okay, so that's what you do. You just go ahead and you seal this. And as you can see, when you punch this, I didn't want to seal it because just in case the hot glue is there and I didn't want to mess up my punch. So I went and did my scallop punch first before I decide to seal it, so it doesn't mess up my punch. So it's going to stick anyway, so don't worry. And let's see, and you don't have to use a punch. You can use any other scissors that has, you know, shapes or whatever they have. And you just do all 5. So you can do many as 6, but I will be doing a 5 because the chipboard covers, you know, I don't want to make it too bulky because I know I'll be adding more stuff anyway. So you need 5 envelopes, which you want to go ahead. Where's my other 5? I need one more. Where's the other one? Oh, here it is. So 5 envelopes. And then, let's see here. Seal that, and you see there's no problem inserting this in afterwards, so it's fine. So go ahead, do 5. Then you will need 2 chipboards, and these chipboards are measured exact. You can make them bigger or small. I will make them bigger if you want, like a 1/2 inch, but I want it to fit exactly for the mini. I just like the way it looks. But this is also measured at 5 1/4 by 7 1/4. And what you're going to do is now make 5 flaps for the inserts. So these are the inserts. There's 5 of them. And this is what you're going to do. You're going to get your cardstock and get this here. Any binding that you do, whatever the size is, it's always going to be 2 inches. For me, that's how I go about doing it. So it's 2 inches by whatever the bone of the binding is. So this will be this side. So this is going to be 5 1/4. So if I wanted to make it this side, this will be 7 1/4, and then I'll just measure it by that. So you always want to measure your flaps only by the bone side. So this will be 5 1/4, so that's what I'll do. I'll cut that at 5 1/4. I'm trying to be fast so I can do this video for you. And then you want to go ahead and score this at 1/8 of an inch. See, I'm using this new Martha Stewart card scoreboard, and 1/8 of an inch. So 1/8 of an inch and 1/8 of an inch, and whichever side you scored on is the side that you fold on. So this is where I scored, so I will fold this way. Okay. Then you have this little I don't know, like thing in the middle here. you just want to go ahead and either use your glue and just glue this on the sides and then adhere your pages. So let's say, and I use my my score tape on this. So where's that? Oh my gosh, I just showed it to you guys. What did I do with it? Okay, here it goes. So the first thing we're going to go ahead and do is put them together. So just peel off the backing and then put all your pages so the back part is downwards. So it just looks a little bit cleaner and more things. So if it's a little bit bigger, like, you can always just go and trim it off. Just wanted to make sure. Okay, there. And then you do the same thing. So you're going to do the same thing anyway. So like this on this side. Okay, so it's going to be like this. So then, like I said, you want to put this on this side. So the flaps will always be outwards. There you go. Make that a rule of thumb. The flaps, I mean the side that you have cut your sliver on is always on the outside, because you don't want to glue that on the inside, or else you're going to have to cut another part on this side. So it's going to look like this. Okay, so you do that with all the pages. Okay, I'll get the other one. So if you do 5 pages, you need 5 flaps to go with it, or 5, whatever this thing is called, the 5 binding paper, whatever. Just looking at the time because I want to make sure I have enough. So it's, time is going by so fast. So just want to make sure that you're on the line. Okay. I don't want to skip any part because I want you guys to see exactly how I go about making it and how quickly I could do it within 30 minutes, you know, if you pre-cut everything. So binding, I know a lot of times people are like, oh, it's so hard to bind this, but no, just follow what you feel and you're comfortable with, and I just feel really comfortable with this, so I can make any size of mini using this method of binding. Okay. Just go ahead, line it up. I hope I'm not off frame there. Lined it up. Okay. So now you have your 5 pages in there. And then now you're going to go ahead. I'm sorry, let me see. I think, where's the other one? Oh, my goodness. I'm like 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, sorry, you will need 6 flaps. 6. Okay, so this is going to be the part 2 of this, because I told you it was going to take longer than 10 minutes. So yes, you will need 6 flaps. Excuse me, I thought, okay, I used 5 envelopes and you need 6 of these flaps. So just use either your score tape or your double stick tape, or you can use hot glue. So I'm going to go ahead and just add some more of my tape because I had to make another. Luckily I gave you that tutorial on the 2 inches scoring part because I did need this piece. Okay. So with that, like I told you guys, will need 2 chipboards, and that will measure the same size as the album itself. And then here, this will be my front cover. So I'm going to go ahead and attach my envelope on one side. So you attach it on one side. Okay. And then on this side, you're going to attach the chipboard cover, chipboard side. So I ink all the edges with just my regular black ink. Okay, and that looks perfect. Okay, so it's going to look like this. And let me do this side here. Now, if you did decide, the reason why I'm going to cover it with paper, so that's why I don't mind binding this. But if you decided to, like if these were my regular pattern paper that I made the envelopes with, then I would just cut these binding tabs here and have the scallop punch on there, because that's what I will display. It will be displayed on here, so it will show. But since I will be covering the part of it, I'm not going to, you know, do punches on there. So let me go ahead and do this. I totally forgot what time I started this, because I'm trying to time myself. Oops, I don't even have it aligned on there. So then go ahead and put your other chipboard cover right on the line. Oops. So it's going to look like this. Okay, it's going to look like this. Your inserts are going to be, the designer paper that you're going to use will be measured. If you just wanted to cover the whole thing, do the same paper size if you want, or you cut 1/8 of an inch for each, all, you know, on all sides. But for me, I will be using the designer paper will be cut at 5 by 5/8. So let me go ahead and do this right here. So that's what I'll do. I'm just going to go ahead and put my gore tape on here. Okay, so that I'm just going to adhere on here like this. I don't want to cover the holes. Okay, and now this part here, I'm going to, like I said, do the same on here. So I will cut this exactly at, sorry, 5 1/4 by 7 1/4. And just go ahead and cover the front now. 7 1/4, 7 1/4. And I want the this part to be out here, because I just think it's really pretty on this part here. So I'm use the thicker tape. You guys could see this. You know what? I'll just go ahead and just put it on the paper itself. It's easier. You can either do it on the chipboard or the paper. Sometimes when I pull up like that, when I tear the score tape, the chipboard pulls up with it, so it's better just to do it on the piece of paper. And because this is your front cover, it's going to be a lot of traffic with it, so you want to go ahead and put a generous amount of tape. Just add an extra 2 lines of tape. Okay. So let me go ahead and do this. Did I take it all? I just want to make sure that I took all the tape. One time I noticed I didn't take one tape because it was so exactly the same color as the pattern papers, and I totally didn't take out one side until I noticed it afterwards. Okay, and let me see if I have any. Yeah, I do. So you just want to go ahead and just trim off the edges here. I think I didn't put it on right, so that's why it's all crooked. This is my scissor for tape, but shucks, where's my other scissors? See, when I move my stuff around, now I can't find the other scissor to cut this. Hold on 1 second. Let me use this one. Oh, I think this is also another glue scissor, because I have like a whole bunch of scissors that I use just for cutting your glue tape. Anyway, that's what you do, and then you want to go ahead and just, this is what I don't have time to do the other. I do have my Tim Holtz anchor thing, but okay, this is just way faster. Okay, really fast. And let me just do all the pages. I'm just going to put all the pages on here. I'm just going to cover this part, and I'll be right back. Thanks. So I'm done with covering my pages and my envelopes, front and back cover. So what I'm going to do now is do the binding, which is this part here, the bone binding. So all the pages are all covered, as you can see, inked on the edges. Okay. Okay. So it's going to look like a little bit, you know, like crooked or not straight when you first have it like that. But for me, it's okay because it's a little bit, you know, there's nothing to stick onto. I mean, like nothing is going up against it. So it's like this. But what you want to do is cut your cardstock at 4 inches by the width, I mean the height of your binding. So this is a 5 1/4. Okay, so it's gonna be 5 1/4. And what I did is I used my AK Success punch, which is this. I don't know what it's called, but it's this one. And I just punch on both sides. And what I'm going to do is, first I'm going to lay down the flap over here, and I'm going to put all my envelopes. Hold on, let me smooth these out of the way. I'm going to make sure, I'm going to press it down a little bit so then you see this, it will be somewhat flat and straight, like even. Like this, so it's really, make sure there's nothing underneath there on both sides because you want it to be really flat. Okay, and just push down on there. When you're pushing down, fold up your covers, keep pushing down, and then just pinch it. And what I do, you see how flat that is I take my glue gun and I just put a lot of glue, but you got to do it really fast because once it cools down, this thing will be all lumpy. A lot of people, you can go ahead and use your duct tape binding if you want, but for me, I just feel like this is easier for me, and I leave about, say, a 1/2 inch on both sides. I just lay it really flat. And, you know, give it a couple of seconds to cool down. Because all these glue webs too. Okay. And I just eyeball it, so. Okay. And then on this side, I'm just going to go ahead and put some glue on this side, which is the back page or the front page. And I'm just going to lay down my front cover and just press on there. Okay. And then I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. Again, just, you know, hold it down because it's still cooling. I'm using a really, really hot glue, and so many times I've been burned. So just be careful with the hot glue. Then you want to go ahead and lay that part down. Just press it down like so. Okay. And then just get all these webs off of there. And you can have some glue like that oozed out. I think I put too much, but I just wanted to reinforce it. And then what I do is to give it some kind of a shape to it is I press down on it and I just rub, you know, I'm sorry I'm shaking the camera because the tripod's on the table here, but so it gives it that real nice crisp what do you call it, fold here for the bone of the binding of the mini album. But you see how cute is that? And then you just go ahead and open it up, and you can just go and press it down so it gives you that space. And yeah, but you see, you can add your embellishment in there, and it's just really simple. And that's how I do it. Okay, that's how I do it. And then for the inserts, you can do one or the other. You can go ahead, what do you call it, the recollection cards and envelope, you can just cut it in half and make two pocket photo mats, or you can fold it. Okay, you can fold it. So let me see if it fits. You might have to sometimes cut it down to the size of your envelope, but this should fit in there because it's made for it. But you see, okay, and then on the corners you can go ahead and, you know, do round punch it, ticket punch, whatever punch you have, and just do the corners, and that's how you do the inserts. Okay, so this is the front, this is the inside. You know, it's a little bit stiff, but it's okay. I rather for that because when like I said, when I start putting embellishment on here, I want it to have that space for me. And like if there's a little bit of the binding here, the paper, you can just go ahead and trim that off. But yeah, that's how I go about doing my binding and my mini. So why am I doing it this way? Okay, it's this way. Okay, there we go. So I hope you guys like it. I hope that somewhat answers you guys' questions about how I went about binding all those Christmas minis. But yeah, like I said, you can use Kathy Ortha's designs, her method, Eula's Crafts methods, Laura's at Follow Paper Trail, you know, Marian's method of binding, whichever way you feel comfortable. But for me, I just picked this way. You know, for me, I feel comfortable with this method of binding. I love my minis to be like this, quick and easy. And it just took me longer to fix, you know, to get this video out because it takes like 3 takes, I think, to do it all. Like I said, because I don't have enough minutes on my my memory thing, whatever this card is. But yeah, you just go ahead in there if you want and just press down if it's a little bit too tight, but it should be fine. All right. And thanks for watching. Bye.